Well, Abby Johnson is a former Planned Parenthood clinic director turned pro-life advocate, and she joins us now with more on these developments. Abby, as we just reported, the state of New York now allows abortions all the way up until the day of birth. How do you think this will change the abortion landscape in that state?
Well, New York is already known as, our nation's abortion capital. So I don't think that's going to change, certainly, with this new law. We do see other states that have these laws in place as well. Colorado, New Hampshire. I think there's about 10 states total that allow abortion up until the date of birth. I think that what will happen is that a lot of these late-term abortion providers are going to be now seeking practices in New York so that they can perform late-term abortions without any penalty.
It's really sad. Let me ask you too, this news from Iowa, where a judge says that a law that bans abortion after the heartbeat is detected is unconstitutional. How do you see that playing out, and how significant is that?
Well, the hope is that there will be a state that passes heartbeat legislation, or even better yet, personhood legislation. Before, we did not have the votes in the Supreme Court, and I'm not honestly sure that we have the votes right now with Kavanaugh, but I think that it is the right time to take a personhood or heartbeat bill to the Supreme Court. And so that's sort of the hope, is that a bill will be passed in a state that the pro-choice groups, Planned Parenthood, NARAL, NAF, one of them or all three of them will then challenge the state law and will take it to the Supreme Court. And hopefully the Supreme Court would hear that case and would then overturn Roe v. Wade and would allow states to make the decision whether or not they want abortion in their own state.
Well, it's fascinating to see all this playing out. Want to ask you, too, about Planned Parenthood's latest report, which shows that its abortion numbers were way up last year. What do you think is driving this?
It's profit. So abortion is their lowest cost, highest revenue product that they sell. And we even see now, we saw it with Cecile Richards, their past president of Planned Parenthood, who said providing cancer screenings such as pap smears are just as vital as performing abortions at Planned Parenthood health centers. Now we see their new president, Dr. Leana Wen, saying that providing abortions is the main focus at Planned Parenthood now. And we certainly see that in their current report coming out, of course, the weekend before the Roe v. Wade anniversary. We see that all of their services have decreased, their contraceptive services, their women's health services. Everything has decreased except for abortion. That's the only service that we see on the rise at Planned Parenthood.
Abby, we just have about 30 seconds, but why do you think the Planned Parenthood director is now saying, look, abortion is our core mission? In the past, their tone was a little different.
Yeah, I think that we have seen this trend over the past few years that they are going to continue to push abortion because it does make them the most money. I think it also goes sort of against what we're saying, is that there's lots of other places that women can get women's health care and reproductive health care. You don't need Planned Parenthood, and they're saying you do need Planned Parenthood for abortion, and so they're going to continue to push that.
Johnson, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
President Trump has voiced his support for a group of pro-life Catholic teens attacked after a video went viral on social media. Their school, Covington Catholic High in Kentucky, reopened today amid police protection after violent threats were made against students in the school. A video appeared to show the young men, many of them wearing Make America Great Again hats, surrounding a Native American group at the Lincoln Memorial. But a longer video shows it was actually the students who were being harassed. Nick Sandman told NBC he was trying to calm things down.
As far as standing there, I had every right to do so. My position is that I was not disrespectful to Mr. Phillips. I respect him. I'd like to talk to him. I mean, in hindsight, I wish we could have walked away and avoided the whole thing.
Since then, a number of tweets have threatened the boys with death. President Trump tweeted Nick Sandman and the students of Covington have become symbols of fake news and how evil it can be. Well, Well, musician Lady Gaga is attacking Vice President Mike Pence. Gaga, who identifies as a Christian, told fans at a concert that Pence is the worst representation of what Christianity actually is because his wife works at a Christian school that follows biblical teaching on sexuality. You can go to cbnnews.com for the full story in an opinion piece with the headline, "The Age of Anti-Christian Rage: How Lady Gaga-Style Leftists Are Trying to Recreate the Christian Faith in Their Own Image."